How central has U.S. foreign aid, USAID, and other programs been, do you think, in supporting Venezuelan migrants in Colombia?
Well, unfortunately, our American and U.S. aid programs have suffered the same degree of corruption that many of our other institutions are suffering right now. And because of this, innocent people who need help are likewise suffering. And unfortunately, as we've seen from Trump, his tactic is he takes a wrecking ball to the entire institution and does away with the good as well as with the bad in order to dismantle and rebuild a better institution. However, this has affected people at home in America as well as affecting people abroad who do need humanitarian aid. Um, and once again, specifically with USAID, this is a great example. This organization was started by John F. Kennedy right before his assassination in 1963, and immediately thereafter it was taken over by the State Department in order to, shall I say, in order to corrupt our humanitarian missions by embedding political ambitions and embedding the seeds of overthrowing the governments that are receiving this aid. This has been very controversial because the U.S. aid mandate is actually from the State Department and the Pentagon, the State Department, specifically the CIA branch, to build assets and to build capability overseas. So we have found that by building assets overseas, the humanitarian money, the humanitarian food, and aid workers have become, they serve the master of the American State Department to build assets to help America overthrow their government, as opposed to genuine help and aid for the people who rely on that aid. And as a result, American aid has attained a negative reputation abroad. A great example of this is we saw the U.S. aid money went to overthrow the democratically elected government of Ukraine in 2014. We've seen countries such as Hungary and Slovakia refuse U.S. aid because of the disruption to their own government. And unfortunately, it is America's fault and the way we have distributed this aid as a cover for our own political ambitions and desire to control the resources of other countries. So what we need is private aid groups to step up and fill the gap while the United States is restructuring. This is an unfortunate side effect of many decades of United States meddling and interference and using aid as a cover for essentially as a cover to take control of other countries. And this is no longer working for the United States. We need an honest mechanism to deliver aid where it is needed without injuring the governments of the people we are trying to help.